When we hear the name Dracula, most of us think of a vampire lurking in the shadows of a Gothic castle. But the real Dracula was a man far more terrifying than any fictional monster. This is the story of Vlad III, also known as Vlad the Impaler, a prince whose ruthless reign and brutal tactics have echoed through the centuries. Join us as we uncover the life and legacy of the real Dracula. Vlad III was born in 1431 in the fortress city of Sighisoara, in what is now modern-day Romania. He was the son of Vlad II Dracula, a member of the Order of the Dragon, an organization dedicated to defending Christianity in Eastern Europe from the Ottoman Empire. The name Dracula means dragon in medieval Latin, and young Vlad would later become known as Dracula, meaning son of the dragon. Vlad's early life was marked by conflict and betrayal. At just 11 years old, he and his younger brother Radu were taken hostage by the Ottoman Empire as part of a political deal to ensure their father's loyalty. This experience had a profound effect on Vlad, shaping his future views on power and loyalty. In 1448, Vlad returned to Wallachia, determined to reclaim his father's throne, which had been taken by rivals after his father was assassinated. Over the next few years, Vlad would seize power, lose it, and then regain it again, becoming Prince of Wallachia in 1456. His rule was characterized by a strict and often brutal approach to governance. Vlad III earned his fearsome nickname, Vlad the Impaler, through his favorite method of execution, impalement. This gruesome technique involved driving a wooden stake through a person's body, often leaving them to die a slow and painful death. Vlad used impalement as a tool of terror to maintain order and deter his enemies. Vlad's reign of terror reached its peak during his conflicts with the Ottoman Empire. In 1462, when Sultan Mehmed II attempted to invade Wallachia, he was met with a ghastly sight. Vlad had ordered thousands of Ottoman prisoners and local traitors to be impaled along the road to his capital, creating a forest of the impaled as a gruesome warning to any invaders. This act, while horrific, was a strategic psychological tactic that demonstrated Vlad's ruthless determination to defend his land. His tactics were not only meant to kill but to instill fear, showcasing his understanding of psychological warfare long before it became a formalized military strategy. Despite his brutal methods, Vlad's reign was not without its challenges. After being betrayed by his own allies and captured by the Hungarian king Matthias Corvinus, Vlad spent over a decade in captivity. It was during this time that his legend began to spread throughout Europe, his enemies painting him as a bloodthirsty tyrant, while some of his own subjects saw him as a strict but just ruler who defended his people from the Ottomans. In 1475, Vlad was released and returned to power in Wallachia for a brief period before his mysterious death in 1476. Some accounts suggest he was killed in battle against the Ottomans, while others claim he was assassinated by his own men. His body was never found, adding to the mythos surrounding his life and death. Vlad the Impaler's legacy is one of contradiction. To some, he was a national hero who fought fiercely for his homeland's independence. To others, he was a brutal tyrant who ruled through fear and terror. His life became the inspiration for Bram Stoker's famous vampire, Count Dracula, cementing his place in popular culture as a figure of horror. But the real Dracula was no vampire. Vlad the Impaler was a man shaped by the brutal politics of his time, a ruler who believed in the power of fear to maintain order and deter his enemies. Whether seen as a hero or a villain, his story continues to captivate and terrify to this day. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the dark history of the real Dracula. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the shadows of history.